This next headline covers an important topic that's pretty important to be aware of these days. Phone scam alert. Caller ID spoofing targets big country residents. Caller ID spoofing. Look, it's critical to be aware of caller ID spoofing these days. What do I mean by caller ID spoofing? That's when scammers can manipulate what phone number shows on a caller ID. And we know that they're doing this. When they call their victims and impersonate the bank, the caller ID will show the bank's phone number a lot of times. When they call victims and they impersonate law enforcement, a lot of times the caller ID will show the local law enforcement phone number, whether it's a sheriff department or the police department. And in this case, we're learning about the same methods being used to impersonate hospitals. The scammers are calling up victims. They're showing the hospital's phone number on the caller ID, and they're tricking victims into revealing personal medical information. So it's a scam designed to extract sensitive personal information such as social security numbers and disability details. So it's a health fraud and medical scam as well. But really, the caller ID spoofing is what's important to recognize here. Just because the caller ID shows the hospital's phone number, or even your doctor's phone number, we get a lot of reports from doctors of this happening. The scammers call up their patients, they show the doctor's office phone number on a caller ID, and the patients think they're talking to a doctor, they're actually talking to a scammer. So it's important to be aware that scammers can manipulate caller ID. We know that they're doing this, and it's extremely common when they're impersonating banks or impersonating law enforcement or impersonating a doctor or hospital. You can't trust what the caller ID says, and you absolutely must hang up and verify any unsolicited phone calls. You need to hang up and verify through official sources or through official channels, right? If somebody's calling you up claiming to be a hospital or your doctor, you have to hang up and call back the hospital or doctor directly if you're concerned that it's a real call. Same thing with anything involving the bank, and same thing with anything involving law enforcement. Any unsolicited phone calls, regardless of what the caller ID says, you have to be suspicious, and you need to verify by hanging up and contacting official sources. So be aware of caller ID spoofing is a big problem, and it's good that we're seeing articles about this, though. There wasn't much attention given to this a year ago, but now we're seeing a lot of warnings about caller ID spoofing. It's important to get the word out there that you can't trust what caller ID says. It's not a valid way to verify who's calling, and scammers are actively impersonating banks, law enforcement, hospitals, right? And they're spoofing caller ID to make it more believable. Don't trust it. Don't fall for it. Be aware.